is hard, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number one. I'm not the kind of girl. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with the VeVe, OMI, Definity, Devi, daCat, Shiro, DMC, ladies, Quaky update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello, Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon. Smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. We have a bit to go over today. It's a lot of news. It's a lot of sponsors here, which is fine. Ladies on Solana and Quaky do not sponsor the channel. I just I have some things to say about them, and we'll get to. I want to go over daCat first because daCat just lighten up like the 4th of July. They just had a bunch of little buys here, 1,000 here, 200 there, 500 there. So they're up about 7% on the day. They have successfully reached a $2.1 million market cap, and they have just under 500K in liquidity. It's 498,000 liquidity. It is locked forever, 997 years. It is exactly even split between 249,000 daCat and 249,000 Ethereum. Absolutely perfect. Again, when as ETH rises, so does daCat. But at the same time, daCat's having a really good day, and ETH is so. I think ETH is pretty flat on the day. Let's take a look at it here. Who dis? What is the great idea? Beyond brilliant idea. Oh, so I'll let me finish going over daCat real quick, and then I'll get to something a buddy of mine says. Bitcoin up. Bitcoin's flat on the day, same as Ethereum. They're up 0.2 and 0.1 respectively. Again, neither here nor there. Nothing to write home about. But yeah, when ETH goes up, so does daCat. But you have days like this. Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. My mama said. Where ETH is essentially flat on the day, up 0.1%. So again, nothing. But then daCat is up 6.6% on the day. So again, thoroughly enjoying that. And if you take a look at the last 3 months, I think it's like 330%. No, 261. I think yesterday it would have been 300 something percent. So my bad. 261% in 3 months, I don't believe is bad either though. If you go back, well, if you go back max, it goes insane. But April 11th, 801, it's gone like 4.5x since April 11th. And then, we had a nice spike up to June 10th, a big wick down on June 20. Where is it? I'm looking here. Big spike down on June. Oh my gosh, it won't let me go. Like June 28th. Hold on, I have to redo this here because it's not. June 21st had that big spike down. 8 zeros and then 2. It's more than doubled that since then because now it's 8 zeros 5.2. 261% over the 3 months, 145% over the last month, 40% over the last 7 days, and 6.6% up today. So again, really enjoying that. Anyway, we had Mr. MC1 talk about the gold logo, saying 4 amazing years. Congrats, David Yu, Dan Crothers, VeVe, on a brilliant idea. Honored to be in a fine community of collectors and artists, develop lifelong friendships, cherish memories, A+ merch. Utility has been so thoughtful, valuable, and spectacular. Today is the 3-year anniversary on the VeVe gold logo. So what is the great idea? I think he's either referencing VeVe itself, either referencing VeVe itself or the gold logo. If he's referencing the gold logo, he's wrong because today is the 3-year anniversary, not the 4-year. Not the 4. Yeah. So today, on this day, I see clearly everything. Sorry. On this day 3 years ago, David started handing out, golden VeVe cards. I remember running into him at San Diego, just at the con. It's like, hey, Randy, come find me tomorrow. I have something for you. It's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, physical collectible, something so I have to like carry home. Do I have to check? And then Bam Bam got a couple of she got 2 cards that weekend. Bam Bam, that little minx wound up getting 2 cards that weekend, and I was like, oh, this is what David wanted to give me. So the next day I go in and I get it, and I happen to get the number 41. That was super special. It's listed right now for $30,000. Do I get that right away? No. But I think when the logo gets up to like 7 or 8K, I would get bought. So at that time I might, list it for like 35 or 40. Right now it is really just a flex piece. I could sell it for 20 grand right now if I wanted to, but not really worth it at 20 grand because that gets you like another like 4 logos. Let's see how much that does get you. That might get you 4. I don't think it gets you 5 because there's so little out there. They're pretty. I mean, in general, they're rare, and there's only 12. Like if I were to sell this for 20 grand right now, I'd only be able to get 3 more logos: 4,300, 4,800, and then 5 grand. And it's like, okay, well, Chavez, that's only $14,000. Even if another one is 6 grand, you'd be able to get it. But the next one after that is actually 8 grand. So I won't actually be able to get 4. I guess if I convert some of it into OMI, I can get another one for 20 million OMI. What is 20 million OMI right now? I think that's about 4 grand. Yeah. So a little over 400 because it's 20.5 million OMI. So I'd be a little over. So I guess I could, if I convert it into OMI, I could get 4, for the price of 1. But again, I'd really be looking for that 30K right here. Again, when it goes, if these 3 are bought and suddenly it goes to 8K, then it's like, okay, then I have to move it 35 to 40K at that point. Anyway, so that is one of the things I wanted to talk about today. Before we get to I already went over daCat, but we'll go over the rest of the stuff. Yesterday, I went over just the long end of the Treasury curve, the short end of the Treasury curve with Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve and debt and what you would have to do, what the U.S. should do, or at least the Fed should do in order for us to have cheaper debt. Going over just a bunch of NFTs rising, and we'll go over VeVe grails rising today. But today I want to talk about risk, specifically popularity in VeVe. Then you have rarity and scarcity, and you have mint number. Like what can you do in? And I'll make this its own video. I might even do that after this. Specifically about how to make money in NFTs. I guess specifically on VeVe, because a lot of the other projects out there, I really don't know, who's behind a lot of them. Now, obviously, if you have, dick butts, or if you have CryptoPunks, and if anyone here is watching for the first time, be like, what the snick snack frick fack is that? And they're NFTs, they're really popular. But CryptoPunks, like again, $11 million went into that yesterday because that's a blue chip NFT. When you take a look at Moonbirds, that is quickly becoming a blue chip NFT. They've been around for a while. The owner is out there in spaces all the time, just getting that bread. And that's something I want to talk about later with Quaky. But he's in spaces all the time. And this is what I think VeVe should do as far as getting out in front of people, in front of the Web3 crowd. David and Dan's last 2 interviews, the people he had interviews with combined had a total of like 500 subscribers. It's like, Dan, like, I love you. I want your babies. But like, this is like, what are you doing? I feel like we have to make better use of our Dan, and we have to get him in front of people that actually have audiences, that actually happen to have a little bit of cheddar, and a bit of a following. Because again, the last two people that he had done an interview with, I think combined had a total of like 500 subscribers, like maybe. Anyway, that's Moonbirds, and then you have Pudgy Penguins, just like a $60,000 floor. It's like, bro, this is bananas. So all of this money is coming in, and it hasn't yet reached VeVe. There's a little bit of growth in the partner statue and Secret Rare Spider-Man. So I guess that's the first thing. Like 2 weeks ago, Secret Rare Spider-Man is like $2,700. Now it's like, it was $3,700 before. I'll take a look right meow, and see what we're at. We do Spider-Man. Speaking of Spider-Man, there is another Spider-Man that we're gonna get next week. Who is that Spider-Man? It's a red metallic Spider-Man. Why does this matter? Okay, so $3,550. So went from $2,700 last week, $3,550 right now for the Secret Rare Spider-Man, $3,750 after that, then it goes all the way to $6,000. What I thoroughly enjoy about VeVe is that there is something for everyone. Whether you like Cryptkins like myself, not really for ROI, I just like the supernatural. If you buy a bunch of Cryptkins right now, probably not going to make any money. However, probably not going to lose that much either. I guess a better example of this would be something like, say, like Superman. You know, like that's something that has been lagging behind almost everything else. It hasn't had that initial pump yet, unless it did, and now is like the day it started. Yeah, it's like $165, which I think it was $120 the other day. Buying a Superman for $165. Let's do the bottom. Yeah, just $165. Now you could take that 165 and buy a Superman, or you can go out with your friends, you know, for the night. And in a year from now, this Superman, 6 months from now, this Superman's probably going to be a multiple of that 165. You know, doubling would be 330. You know, 3x would be 395. Yeah, 395. And a 4x would be, was it 660. I think it's safe to say that this Superman will do anywhere from a 2 to 4x, from 330 to 660, between now and 6 months from now. But you know, that night out with your friends, you know, for $165, and yeah, you don't have to go crazy. You know, 165. You probably have a decent night for 165, right? That's going to be worth memories. Memories are good. I'm not saying to be a recluse. I'm not saying to go in and you know, live like a hermit. But that Superman is going to be a better ROI than, you know, a night out with friends. Which again, you can have that night out, and you don't have to go and get like $10, $20 drinks. You can go in and just buy a bottle for $40 in your friends pre-game, and then go out and, you know, spend minimum amount of money. Wes said, problem with Superman is 8,880 edition. There was one person, like Wes, I don't know if you saw the news. There was one person yesterday that spent almost $11 million on CryptoPunks. There's 10,000 of those, right? And out of those 10,000, you know, 65 were bought up yesterday. I don't see the issue with 8,888 editions when the NFT bull market. The NFT bull market is starting. Like, we see it already. Moonbirds, Dick Butts, CryptoPunks, Auto, like all these ones. But we haven't seen it on VeVe yet. A little bit here, a little bit there. I don't think that's going to be a problem for people, especially when he has to know, and in case people don't, out of the 8,888 editions, I'm going to say at least 10% of those, if not like 15 or 20, like, are probably in bot accounts that are locked up and gone forever. Like Gwyn Tran had a bunch of Superman, like a dozen or so, give or take, right? Maybe up to 30, I don't know. Where are those Superman now? Locked up for now. I don't know if he had anything that it went to his wife. The Superman went to his kids. When you talk about 8,888 editions, people have to realize that there's a good 1,000 or two of those, like 1,500 of those that are probably locked up for a long time, if not forever. And then you have the people that'll stack again forever. You have, and that just won't sell. You have the people that have multiple and they'll sell one or two. You know, they'll sell a few of them. You do have flippers. But I don't believe there, and it's not like it's Spider-Man where there's like 12 different other Spider-Man to choose from. You have the first appearance Superman, and then you have the Superman, you know, with you know, racing the Flash. So there's not a lot of Supermen to choose from. And again, here's where rarity and scarcity come into play. Superman is not really rare because, again, like Wes says, 8,888 editions, but there's only 4 of them for under $200. And then again, 200, 210, 220, 230, you know, like, so that it's going to give me one sec here. All right. So 8,000, 2,000. If you take like $2,000, you go on and you don't double the floor, but the floor goes from 165 to 269. So if you take $2,500, almost $2,600, you know, the floor more than doubles. You go from 165 and it goes to almost 400 with $2,600. You know, you more than double the price of the floor. And at some point that I think that'll happen. And again, that's just with a very small amount of money. Somebody could sell their secret rare Spider-Man right now, and they could do that to the Superman. There's also, I think there's, if anyone's ever read the book The Millionaire Next Door, where there's people that tend to act like they're wealthy versus actually being wealthy. Where the people that act like they're wealthy, and sometimes they can act like they're wealthy, and they are, but there are some people that go in and ball out, and they have $1 million home, in which they don't use most of it. You know, they have a couple supercars. They're again in the story, The Millionaire Next Door. You have 2 doctors in there, make about $700,000 each, and one of them is worth like $7.5 million. The other is worth $400K. One have a drug problem, as like, again, one has a mansion, a couple supercars, goes on vacation like, you know, a couple times a month, and the other guy doesn't. Got a sensible car. Other guy has a much cheaper house. He doesn't have a mansion. And when I take a look at some people, and doesn't have to be in the VeVe community, it could be any community, it could be where, just people in general. You know, right now, just a free $5,000 to me right now. And let's say I had 2 choices. Let's say I couldn't buy crypto with it. I only had 2 options. I could either buy a gold logo, or I can go to San Diego Comic-Con. You know, it's a little bit more like more of an interesting thing than $165 on a Superman. Now, I could spend that $5K on a logo, and in 1 week from now, that'll still be, you know, around that price. But for, you know, after San Diego Comic-Con's over, you know, it's over. And again, you have those memories, which are great. But I think the logo in a year from now, or again, even 6 months, probably a doubling. He's like, well, Chavez, you said, you know, Superman do like 2 to 4x, but the logo might only 2x. Yeah, when things are cheaper, they tend, like last cycle for NFTs, you could spend X amount of dollars on the secret rare, or spend a fraction of that on the common. The commons outperformed the secret rare in every single collectible last cycle. I believe that the same thing will happen now, whether and in comics too. The common cover tends to be the most sought after, just because it's the most popular. Obviously, the secret rare is most sought after because it's worth the most, but you know there's so few of them. With MC1, Fantastic Four #1, Fantastic Four #5, AF, like the common will outperform the secret rare. As in, if you buy a common for $10, secret rare for like $5,000, that common is, you know, could go for 100. That secret rare going for 50K, you know, it may or may not happen. But again, the common tends to outperform. Again, I'll probably make a video on this in general. But I've been going 20 minutes here. Let's go over, what did I do? daCat. Let's do Shiro. Let's do my other cat. Oh, Shiro's up 13% on the day. Look at you, Shiro. Go Shiro, go Shiro, go. Go Shiro, go Shiro, go. 800. Actually, this is CoinGecko. Let's do CoinMarketCap, Shiro. And take a look at what he's at. 12% on the day. What is the 800,000 in volume, $6.6 million market cap. Again, thoroughly enjoy it when Shiro was crazy. Who gave me? Oh my gosh, the messengers. Shout out to daCat for posting the chart. $0.1 million market cap, and they're looking pretty good. I'll give them a couple of hearts for this. Shiro has, well, he's made a couple of announcements for the Shiro community. I'll go in and share another announcement in like the next, before the end of the month. I should have another announcement for Shiro. Let's see what they have over the last day. Shiro says the cat is quietly waking up with 15% moves in back-to-back days. We are 3x just to get back to our price of staking hack, with almost 200x to all-time high and $3 million wallets loading. That's true. There was a wallet that bought Shiro, I think this morning, that had like $3 million in it. It's like, damn. I don't know how much they got. Let me see here. Do I have it? I might have it. That's not it. Oh, is this it? Yeah, it had like $3.3 million just in Tether, $60,000 in MONAI, 60,000 in El Meow. Clearly, this dude loves cats, right? If you got Shiro, you got El Meow. Probably want to get the cat. Maybe he gets it. You know, we'll see. Anyway, that is Shiro over on the X. Love them for that. Good morning. All roads lead to Miami. Shiro will be there too. They'll be at, what is that, ETH Miami? September? No, it's November. Oh, Blockchain Future. That's over in Miami. I might go to that. I might not. I will be in Vegas that next week for the Designer Con. I might get there a day early or so. I'll keep you all posted. Speaking of NFTs, so I had Quaky on this morning, and I did something I don't normally do, and I bought a Quaky NFT. You can get it on Magic Eden, and it took me a little while I connected one of my Phantom wallets, and I'll show you. Unlock. Well, I'll show you the collectible. Actually, it doesn't even show the collectible on here because it's actually on the Magic Eden. Let me go and type in Quaky. I think it's called Quaky on. It's called Quaky on the Rise. And I got it. I got one of the ones on the floor, 1.5 Sol. It's just a bunch of ducks. And granted, yeah, that looks like Mantis, and that looks like Storm, and you know, that one looks like Captain Marvel, and that one looks like Magneto. So yeah, a lot of these looks like they're based off of Marvel characters, which I don't love. So the one that I got, I just listed for 7.2 Sol. I don't expect anyone to buy that. But the reason why I got these is because these are just one of 100. And again, they don't sponsor the channel. I just had them on today, and yeah, 1.5 like $300. I was like, okay, well, Chavez, you could have got, you know, multiple editions of. I could have got 2 Amazing Fantasy 15 commons. I could have got like a dozen MC1 commons. I could have got, you know, a couple dozen Fantastic Four #1 commons. Like, why did I spend $300 on this? You know, I could have got a Todd. I think Todd's like 389. You know what I mean? Why spend 300 something like this? The IP is not proven yet. I don't think any of y'all know what Quaky is. If you saw my stream this morning, then you'd know. But the reason why I did it is because the guy that I interviewed, Stu Kwan, is it Stu Kwan or Stu Kwan? Let me. I just had a message with him. So yeah, Stu Kwan is such a workhorse. As soon as I saw this man, and as soon as he said coffee in that Long Island accent, that Staten Island accent, I was like, oh, this dude's a workhorse. This dude, I knew it as soon as I looked at him. There are a lot of things that a lot of people can do. Veterans recognizing other veterans, pretty easy to spot. Workhorses that recognize other workhorses, the same way that kids say real recognizes real, we can spot each other. And I knew it as soon as I looked at him, as soon as I heard him talk, as soon as he opened his mouth, I was like, okay, this guy talks. And then I was not surprised when he started saying, like, we have this, we're doing, like, so one, I have their game. I'll show you right now what it is. It's a pretty fun game for iOS and for Android. I won't go over the. All right, you have these little guns. You shoot these little things. You have like grenades and stuff. Like you have a bunch of different things. And I'm just gonna wait for it to kill me because that's, you know, what it's gonna do. Apparently, my guns are too good, and they're. All right, I'm gonna try to. Okay, hang on. Okay, there we go. Finally killed me. And at the top, it shows how many monsters you've killed, how much money you have, all that. You can upgrade your weapons. You can't connect your wallet yet. Eventually, you'll be able to have these leaderboards where if you kill a certain amount of enemies, you do whatever, then you connect your wallet, and then they'll give you tokens, they'll give you airdrops or something. But they have a couple games out already. They have NFT projects. They collab with everyone. They do in real life events. And I probably should have just got their coin as well, but they were up. They're up like 5x, you know, recently, and it's like, do I want to get this when it just did like a 5x? Oh shoot, yeah. Give me one sec. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, it sucked. Meow 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 meow. That sucked too. At times. Okay. And now they're up 19% on the day. So I probably should have got a little more, or I probably should have got more. They already did a couple of airdrops, and again, their NFTs are 1 of 100. They've given that utility already. They're going to give it more utility. And so again, it's an unproven IP. It's very early. Will they still be here 10 years from now? Hope so. The reason why I got it as opposed to like a blue chip or a grail on VeVe is 1, diversity, but 2, because like I don't have to worry about it. I don't have like, and 1 is $300, right? So it's like 1.5 souls. So I'm not gonna go in and worry about, like, if it was like $6,000, I mean, like, okay, let's see what I can do to like pump it, right? Let's see what I can do to get more people in. Let me help with the project. It's like $300. Like, it's going to work or it doesn't. But I feel that because there's only 100 of those, it's probably going to be and I might get more. I told him, like, you know, you get me drunk and I'll go hard on it. But I feel like the risk there is not, like, the risk is $300. Like, that's as much as I can lose. But the amount that you could gain, like, if that gets on again, NFT bull market, I believe in Stu and the rest of the Quaky team. And there are certain things that will not deserve any attention that get attention. There'll be certain things that no one will be able to predict. It'll be called chain gang or something. It'll be called duck gang, like whatever it's going to be. The CEO won't be like it'll scream rug and it'll go crazy, right? Just because it's crypto, that's what happens. But with these guys that are doing all these in real life events, they have a bunch of merch, they like a bunch of and they give a lot of money back to the artists for all the NFT drops that they do. Like 30% goes back to the artists. I was like, that makes artists speak well of them and will make others want to do more collabs with them. We're going to cross them over into VeVe at some point. They're going to be on VeVe at some point. I don't know how well it'll do because I despite all that they're doing, you know, it's like 2,200 followers on X, so there's not a ton. But sometimes things just blow up out of nowhere. I'm convincing myself to maybe get a second. Where are we? Because there's still 2 more for that 1 point. And yeah, maybe I should get that one that's not a Marvel one, the one with the blue skin and the blue skin. Now, granted, there's a blue skin and you have bunny ears down there, but that's like $500. Where might not want to do that. I'll just buy the floor for now. Yeah, so I did it because I'm betting on the jockey. I'm betting on the people that are doing it, and if you're from New York, you're not gonna give up. Like this dude is going to, like, I guarantee you, in the morning, he's got his coffee, he's got his cigarette, and like it's gonna be a good day. He DJs, dude's the man. Love this dude. I should probably get some of the token. Maybe I will. I'll keep y'all posted. But yeah, that's what I bought this morning. Just because again, he sold me on it without selling me on it. Never once did he say, "Yeah, bro, you should buy. Bro, you should get." Like the way that he sold me on it was just showing me his work ethic. Where this is one of the easiest interviews I ever did, because like, tell us about it, and he just goes off on all the stuff that they're working on. And I'm not gonna lie, I want to buy. I'm gassing myself up now to buy another one of these, to buy the token. And again, I don't have the token yet. I have one of these things, but granted, there's only 100 of them. So I don't, and I don't know why, but I happen to connect with all. I don't mean to connect with all these Solana projects. They just are there, and they're the ones that seem to be willing to collab. I have the stuff on ETH, but it seems to me that most of the ones are really on Solana that really want to collab. Anyway, Planet Vampire, what's going on? Iron Man 616 reposting the stream. Who says, "What's up, fam? Was out of town for the last week. Had no internet. Missed you. Missed you too. Missed you too. A lot of stuff." That interviews you too. Yeah, bro. I wish he would do other stuff. I think that was it. Yeah, went over the Superman stuff, or Spider-Man Secret Rare, Walt and Todd should be in your collection. Plenty of opportunities to buy. Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing, though. I believe that OMI outperforms everything. However, I am now very much in the camp that NFTs will run first. This is why I have 3 logos now. This is why I have 2 partner statues. This is why I have a sub 100 Todd, because I see, and again, I saw it a couple weeks ago. Little blips here and there. Didn't want to say anything because, hey, we had this little blip over here and this little blip over here, and that means nothing to anybody else, but it does to me. But then when somebody spends $11 million on crypto, I was like, okay, all right, I see it now. Like it's easy for me to go in and have Crypto Cosmo on yesterday and have Dr. stuff on yesterday, and tell people like, okay, crypto, like the NFT market is back. So again, this all happened in the last couple of days. I bought this stuff a couple weeks ago. Just really want to, pat myself on the back for those purchases. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to Yosef for being an awesome cousin. Shout out to Miss Gecko for re-quoting the stream. Love her. She is one of our bays. Miss Gecko. VeVe Digital Collectibles. Yeah, all right. So I mean I talked about this the other day. Will post from the Lori Brenner account, Queen VeVe. Saying it is with tremendous sadness I'm posting this message. Last week, Lori, aka Queen VeVe, lost her over 16-month battle with cancer. Spent many hours on here and made many friends and memories. Super passionate about VeVe and her show, The Queen's Court. She attacked her interviews like she attacked her life, with tenacity and passion, as well as dignity and grace. He posted a link to her obituary. Says she loves so many of you on here in real life. Never wanted people to know how sick she was, as that was not her way. She was a strong woman that was not afraid to trailblaze her position in life, and Twitter was no exception. She was my queen, my soulmate. She'll be missed forever by me, Randy Chavez, Comics Crypto, Mr. MC1, and David Yu. There's very few that knew that she was sick. Went to her funeral yesterday. That was awful. It was a nice thing that they had, but I hate funerals. I hate stuff like and everyone. Yeah, like nobody knew. Oh, bro, when she came in with those Louboutin shoes, bro, like I was like, oh, you got those. That was so freaking cool. That was so freaking cool. Anyway, why not? 200. Okay. So yeah, Spider-Man Secret, and again, I was so close to getting one. I was so close to getting one too, but I got 2 partner statues. I got the 2 AF-15s, 1 ultra rare, 1 common, and I just, I missed it. Now, granted, I could get one now for like $3,500, right? And if it's not going to stay down here. I have something that is going to happen, hopefully, but it should for me in the next 4 months. 3.5. What was it? Next 4 months, where I'll get a nice chunk of change. If it happens the way I expect it to, the channel will be worth over $1 million, and I'll load up, and I'll get a bunch of but I don't know how much of it is load up on Spider-Man. I don't know how much of that is going to stay here. It'll probably be like 20 grand at that point. Because again, most stuff on VeVe, like VeVe is similar to Pokemon in that most of the stuff on there not going to move. Most of the stuff on there, like for Pokemon, everybody sees these first edition PSA 10 Charizards. One just sold for $325,000. Godspeed. But what people don't realize is that most Pokemon cards are energy cards. Common energy cards that are not worth the paper they're printed on. A lot of same things with VeVe. Yeah, a lot of these are collectible. A lot of these will have their niches. But a lot, there's a lot of dollar comics. There was a, I don't know why WC3NTE did this the other day, but he posted like 100 Vengeance #1s, which was first appearance of America Chavez, 30,000 mints, and so I bought. He posted them for $1, so I bought every single one of them. I bought like 100 of them. Why? Because Vengeance #1, again, first appearance of America Chavez. She has a solid fan base. I don't think any of them are on the VeVe app right now. Do I expect that to go to $100? No. Can it go to $5 or $10? Probably. So I think people really have to be careful on what. Oh, it's on VeVe. I'm in. Like, you can't just do that. It's got to be something where like, is this like a Alpha Flight? Nobody. I hate Alpha Flight. That's probably not going to get you a lot of money. But I think that even like all new Marvel .1, all new Marvel Now, Marvel, it's called all new. If I type in all new, I don't think it's going to come up. Oh, it is. All new Marvel Now, .1. That's first appearance of Ms. Marvel. And that's $1.10 right there. And I have I think I have a bunch of these. Maybe I don't. Oh, I have 69 editions. I have 69 editions of these things. And I think that Ms. Marvel is the first appearance of Ms. Marvel is probably going to be worth, dare I say, $2.50. Dare I say double my money on this. Now, granted, I do not have, I have $60. And that is going to be spent largely on Wednesday. I will go live for it. There's going to be a special event, Silver Surfer #1. It will probably sell out very quickly. I'll probably buy as much as I can before it sells out. And then at 11:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, people will start to sell. And they're going to sell some of those books for $4 and $5. And I'm going to be sitting there waiting. A couple $100 in hand, ready to get that bread. Why? Because it's this is hard. Like when you have a $5,000 bounty from Commons and Crypto on the mint number 1968, yeah, gonna go hard. VeVe will make 30K. I think in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes maybe. But people are going to be silly, like, oh, I didn't get what I wanted, nuts, and they're going to sell for probably $5. I guarantee you see a couple of comments for $5. I'm gonna scoop them all up. But anyway, the Spider-Man. Where are we? Meow. Oh, Miss Gecko giving me a meow. Love Miss Gecko. Vivvie Digital Collectibles giving Dr. Strange some love. Good for y'all. Good for y'all. Also, what am I doing here? I'm going to ask everyone on YouTube. Y'all can smash that like button. That is a free way to help support the channel. Not a free way, is a Patreon special. Thanks button down below. Super chat as well. That'd be great. Reading the chart. Miss Gecko, give me those hearts. Oh, what did Chaos on the Chains? Reality just got a patch update. What if your GPS location wasn't just where you are, but who you become? In Chaos on the Chains, your city is your battlefield. Your home, fortress. That random park down the street, portal to another realm. From ancient empires to sci-fi tech, everything collides when the meteorites hit, and nothing's ever the same again. GPS-based strategy, PvP plus AR combat, AI plus real-world integration, NFT hero drops, blockchain-backed land ownership. Beta is creeping in closer. NFT drops are incoming. Are you ready for the chains? They have a character in daCat that will be on VeVe later this year. I'm ready. I'm ready, Eddie. No, Flamingos. I told you Pokemon Penguins was going to rock it. Yep. Never doubted. Never doubted. They are getting that bread, and they get to share the stage with VeVe in a few days. Can't wait for that. 100 members is also important to consider. Many early DC Ultramans that are only have a 2.5. Yes, they do. Absolutely correct. That is why I love Todd's. So good. So good. I got a you. What's up? Bill say, oh, Kumo says, M'Baku. Thank you for being a member. Bill says, forever. I should get more M'Baku. Oh, what's up, Zombie? How's it going, fam? So holding strong on Davis. Oh, very good. Very good. He hasn't kicked you out of there yet. Oh, what's up, Ace Rig Move? Good morning. Good morning to you, sir. Penguins is when San Diego Comic-Con. Who's speaking? Well, San Diego Comic-Con starts. Technically, the festivities start on Wednesday night. Not a lot of people are there. Well, Wednesday night, kind of a pregame night. You go out, you have a few drinks, you have a lot of food, unless you're cosplaying, in which case diet still applies, but that's your rest night. You power up and build up the potential energy for the rest of the week. And then on Thursday, yeah, you go out, you network, you're still looking good because you've only had one day of drinking under your belt. And life is great. You have a good time. Then Friday is my life is a party. I remember me and Fam Bam went out to dinner. It was a date. It wasn't a date. We went out to dinner to get. It wasn't even dinner. It was just a bar. but we get food there because like we ran into Jeremy Padwar and our friend Kevin, who's a cool dude, and then we had Rabbi come in with his boy from the Marines that he was on leave, or he like just got like terminal leave, like he's ready to get that bread. And we had a couple shots of the peanut butter whiskey. They have 4 shots, but like they have 2 shots each. They got a couple of beers. Like it was wild. I remember going from there to this other bar. It had like a bunch of wood in there everywhere. I'm in a cat suit. I remember vaguely like being at this this country place where we're doing line dancing, and every girl there wanted to chest bump me because I had a cat suit on. Rabbi wanted to go to Mexico, and I was like, bro, they will literally kill me. I'm in a cat suit. I'm not doing that. And then I remember being at another bar when we're watching like Stranger Things, and I don't remember how we got home. I don't remember such a good night. Saturday, me and Fam Bam are like nursing like Gatorade, like we were so dead. And then Saturday night we partied again, and I don't think Sunday anything. I don't remember Sunday. It's just alcohol poisoning. Anyway, so that's Comic-Con. Great times. Anyway, so you start on Wednesday typically, but on Thursday is when like Hall H starts, the real event. Speaking of Hall H, what is being announced? Everybody and their sister, except for me, will have you know, everyone was just like, yo, I think they're announcing Roblox. I was like, San Diego Comic-Con doesn't seem like a Roblox type of thing. Roblox had this big announcement the other day. VeVe was not anywhere near there. Guys, I don't think it's Roblox. And then I decided to have a look-see at what was going down at the at Hall H on that Thursday. So first is you have on Thursday 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Hall H, you have this thing called Hyde, When the Worlds of Graphic Novels and Movies Collide. Mr. Hyde and Ridley Scott have joined forces with Mechanical Cake to build a new original entertainment property from the ground up. Hyde, which will launch as a graphic novel series. Panelist Jesse Negron, CEO Mechanical Cake, Hyde creator and writer. Dave Elliott is editor-in-chief of Mechanical Cake. Tom Moran, SVP. Scott Free, Jason Foreman, and Anthony Francisco, collaborator, former Marvel Studios senior designer, will discuss how top creative talent from graphic novel and movie worlds collaborate to bring exciting new projects directly to audiences. Now, this is important for 2 reasons. One reason is because David, after talking nonstop about Hall H over the last week, he posted saying Thursday, San Diego Comic-Con, Hall H plan announcement. Johnny Depp joins Hyde graphic novel with so Johnny Depp, there's a whole ass article about this, which we're going to get to right now, right here on SmackDown. Tonight on SmackDown. Johnny Depp joins Hyde graphic novel series from Ridley Scott. Mechanical Cake will create title character exclusive. So David posting this. Why would he post this? Maybe he's a fan of Ridley Scott. Maybe he's a fan of Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is embracing his inner Mr. Hyde. The actor has signed on to Hyde, a new graphic novel property based on Robert Louis Stevenson' novella, Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Ridley Scott, blah, blah, blah. I went over that. Created by that. Okay, freely explore. All right. According to release, the character will freely explore his dark tendencies with uninhibited abandon as the character hides out in the sewers of London using a serum to transform other people into more Hydes. Character will share Depp's likeness as demonstrated in the exclusive first look below. And the actor will provide his input into every part of the property, especially the character of Hyde. To build within the world of Robert Louis Stevens' masterful characters and to be welcomed in the vision of Ridley Scott and inexplicably having the opportunity to explore, surprising to me, Depp said in a statement, and hopefully surprising to him, it's insane and beautiful to receive that trust from Ridley, a master. Sorry, I love Johnny Depp. Negron, who wrote the 2-volume series with Joe Mastamoto. Dave Elliott is the editor. Gary Erskine and Chris Weston are the artists. Partnership is overseen by Scott Free, Senior Vice President Tom Moran. Where's my boy Anthony Francisco? I know he's around here somewhere. Incredible opportunity to build a studio-level project that goes directly from the creators to the audience with no filters in between. Hyde, like everything Mechanical Cake does, is a bit off the rails in a good way. Graphic novel will be showcased at San Diego Comic-Con on Thursday with a panel in Hall H entitled Hyde, When the Worlds of Graphic Novels and Movies Collide. So again, David posting this, it's a graphic novel. Maybe this goes on VeVe. And this is, remember what I said, okay, if it's not Roblox, which I was sure that the announcement was not that. Well, I was sure that the Hall H thing was not really, it just didn't make sense because Roblox wasn't anymore on these titles. I'll go over the rest of them soon. Hyde, when it was called, okay. We'll be joined by Elliot, Moran, Foreman, and Anthony Francisco. I gave a text to Anthony Francisco before saying, hey, congrats, brother. And he said, thanks, bro. We'll be at San Diego Comic-Con this week. I thought we were announcing there. Haha, but it's cool you saw it. I said, let's get you back on the podcast soon. He's been on before a couple times. And he said, that'd be cool. I'm not sure if I can say anything yet, but once I get the go-ahead, maybe Jesse and I can be there. He's a good friend and created Hyde. I was like, it'd be awesome. So he'll be coming on at some point with the creator. And so I'll get him on. That'll be fun. We'll talk about it. We might do some giveaways. But what does this mean for VeVe? Is this the big announcement, or is this just another announcement that is on top of the announcement that they haven't had yet? I don't know. But anything with Johnny Depp tends to be pretty good. Secret Window was not his best choice. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, same thing. But a lot of other stuff, he just bangers, right? Love him. And if we're able to get him on VeVe or get this on VeVe in some way, I think it would be similar to the Planet Death ones, where I think Planet Death was the most successful comic on VeVe Comics, that the new website, like, ever. But Johnny Depp, I feel like, and again, we only know the NFT sales. We don't know the sales that come from the non-NFT digital read-only book. So I feel like this is probably going to be a pretty big deal if this is it. Because again, why would David go in and post that? He talks about Hall H. This is at Hall H. I don't. Has he talked to Johnny Depp? Yeah, pictures. I feel like David had pictures on his Instagram. Sold, right? You know, we'll see. Hail Queen Vivvie. Yes, hail Queen Vivvie. And Ben says condolences, family. Yeah. Love Queen. Lori was. I loved her. Like, when I say I loved her, like I loved that woman as much as a friend could. Just like, yeah. God, she was so cool. She was so fun. Just I could picture like living with. I could picture her as a roommate. I could picture her as like a. We never had nothing to, like. There's always stuff to talk about. There's always. Oh God, that was so fun. Again, I've had her on for like 4-hour podcasts. Had her on like on like the giant, 69-hour streams and stuff. Competitive, says what's on her mind. Oh God, special lady. Jason Pena, thanks for being a member, saying, I'm waiting for the next gen America Chavez to be an absolute smoke show. We might have to wait a couple of years for her to get a little. I think she's a little young. Unless you're talking about, so America Chavez is interesting because just as there's like a bunch of different versions of Doctor Doom and Iron Man and Reed Richards, there's only one America Chavez. So that's really interesting that there's only one version of her. Really like, but yeah, I assume at some point, probably, yeah, you're right. Zerzi says, His Panda says, will Red Spider-Man get to... Okay, all right. So we have to go over this as well. I posted meow. We teleporting. Oh God. I posted a thing before. It was a poll saying, everyone super great. Oh my gosh, I post so much today. I'm so sorry, guys. How many MCP points is everyone using for VeVe official metallic Spider-Man? 65% of y'all said none. There's 500 mints and it's $40. Yeah, y'all taking crazy pills. Anyway, a lot of y'all said none. 11% said, no, I'll do 5K, minimum. 17% said, you know what, I'm gonna do 5K to 99K, somewhere in between. 7% of y'all said 100K plus. Ka-ching. This, aside from Spider-Man Noir, which has like an $8,000 floor, aside from Spider-Man Noir, who's in Fortnite, by the way, I didn't know that. This is going to be the rarest Spider-Man ever. Ben Reilly gets close, even though he is 100% Peter Parker, without being Peter Parker because he's a clone, that he comes close, but he's still not really Spider-Man. He is, but he's not, and that's why he's like $200. But this is straight up Peter Parker Spider-Man. Now, granted, you have Miles Morales Spider-Man, and his secret rare is, insane. But granted, that's Miles. This is Peter Parker Spider-Man, and there's 500 of them. This is going to be the second rarest Spider-Man ever, because again, that first rarest is Spider-Man Noir, which has an 8K floor, which is nuts. I expect this to be a couple $100 for him. This is red metallic. He's a con exclusive. There's a lot of stuff happening here. So I'm gonna bid probably 50K MCP points. Yeah, I would say 50K MCP points is what I'd want to do. Oh shoot, give me 1 second here. Dude, the cat chat is blowing up, and not even just the chat. Some of the buys be getting here too. And they're never a crazy amount. It's like, hey, 200 here, 300 there, 400 there. These are, and they add up. Another 200 here. How much is this one? It's another 186 there. Is this from one person? Like 148? Where the heck's buying? Let me go back to daCat here real quick. I want to, because the chat's buying, and I have to go over the rest of Definity and DMC and all that. My guys, shout out to daCat for reaching $500,000 in liquidity. $2.14 million market cap, 500K in liquidity. Okay, so this one dude got $5,600. He's got $1 trillion daCat, and I can't tell where else he's at, because it's just funded from Coinbase. And so this is a new person, it's a new wallet. And then we had somebody else got a small amount of daCitty and got a little bit of ETH as well. And this is also funded by Coinbase as well. So 2 new wallets here for daCat, going in hard. Let me give damn, Pudgy Penguin's up 20%. So daCat's up 7.7. As good as Pudgy Penguins, but not bad as well. Also, I'm gonna repost the stream here, and I want to say, quote, I'll put this in here. Shout out to daCat for having 500,000 in locked liquidity. Give you some of those hearts. Locked liquidity, and being up 8% on the day. Meow. I'll give y'all a meow. That's really special to me. That we have $500,000 in locked liquidity. Now over $2 million market cap. Welcome to the future. That says, yo, what up, Vet? We're talking about a lot of stuff today. Let's get back on Definity. Let's get back on track here. So let's do Definity. Where we at? We're down about 1% on the day, 0.96. So I'm going to round that up to 1. What's the volume on this? There's 14,000 in volume. Well, actually, the 14,000 is just on. That's just on the Uniswap. But MEXC, they've been having a lot of success on MEXC. Not like a lot, but it's a good 40% of the volume. Yeah, 45% of the volume today. So we actually, for our volume, is 25,000 for Definity. So they're actually outperforming daCat when it comes to volume. daCat only has 11.7. Nobody else on God's green earth is going to know this, but 11.7 is exactly what Joey and Jesse helped get Danny Tanner's new car for after the other one like crashed into the house. I don't know why I know that. I haven't seen that episode in like 25 years, 30 years, but anyway, we won't do it for any more than 11.7. Crazy reference, right? Crazy. Edgar Silverman says, person blue holding pencil. We're number one. We're number one. Well, was it? We finally getting the announcement during. I mean, Johnny Depp is a huge guy, right? He's a huge thing. So maybe he's the announcement. Maybe he's the prize. If he has a comic and he brings it on VeVe, graphic novel, yeah, I think that'd be cool. Might be him. I mean, like, why else would David post it? And speaking of that, there are, if it's not Hyde, right? If it's not Johnny Depp, okay, well, there's a Collider's Directors on Directing. VeVe's probably not in that. On Hall H, there is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Can you survive 5 nights? Can you handle more? The filmmakers and stars of Blumhouse Five Nights at Freddy's 2 invite you behind the curtain. So maybe a Five Nights at Freddy's collab would be cool. Like that's maybe it's that. Five Nights at Freddy's is a very big IP. Everyone loves it. Cosmo and Dr. Stuff had no idea what it is, which is wild. So yeah, I would say that could be a good one, but David didn't post about that. He posted about Johnny Depp. You also have Get Ready for Mayhem, Mutants, and Mopja. All right, The Toxic Avenger. There's no way that's a big announcement. Comedy Central, Adult Animation, South Park, Beavis and Butthead, and Digman. Okay, maybe that could be something as well. That's also at Hall H. Then you have meet the cast of Outlander, Blood of My Blood. I don't think that would be it. Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon season 3. That's on Friday. Then you have FX's Alien Earth World Premiere and Q&A. That could be cool, but I don't think that's that. I don't think that's the thing that everyone's going to be talking about. In my opinion, I feel like because David posted that Johnny Depp thing, probably going to be Johnny Depp. Just throwing that out there. Announcement on Thursday. Well, definitely getting some announcement. Dragon Ball Z would be dope, bro. I would love it. We're waiting for it. Johnny Depp would be cool. Again, we're waiting. Gar says, I just read the original book, Doctor. Oh, very good. I tried to get into it. Haven't yet. The Stevenson novella is brilliant. D-Bone, please comment or retweet this post. I'll forget. I feel like Thanos after Elizabeth Olsen says, like, you took everything from me. And he says, I don't even know who you are. So, if you want to repost my stream, you go right ahead. I know who you are. Jason Pena, Johnny Depp impression, give it an 8 out of 10. High marks, good spit. Yeah, I like Johnny Depp. And I'm pretty good at impressions. So thank you. Bob says, would you buy the Noir? Not at this price. The time for me to buy Spider-Man Noir has come and gone. Let's take a look, see at what this Spider-Man is. $5,000. Okay, all right, not 8,000 like I thought. Give me $1 million, sure, I'll buy him for 5K. I mean, first appearance Spider-Man, 88 editions. He'll double. Like if you buy him right now at 5K, he'll one, he actually does double just because of the floor, but I think that comfortably you'll be able to double your money. You know, buy the Spider-Man Noir down here, 5K, comfortably you'll be able to double your money in, 6 months. I just think there's other stuff that could go much higher. But I also, again, that's the risk. That's the risk. So there's not a ton of, actually, let's go to Stacker, because Stacker, you can see some of the people that have this. Oh, nope, that's not Stacker. That's not a Stacker. Hold on, this is a Stacker. I'm gonna go to Stacker World over here. Yeah, so we're thinking Johnny Depp. We're thinking, even though that article mentions nothing about VeVe, David posted it. We'll see. New Stacker World website. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see. All right. Anyway, let's do Spider-Man Noir. Let's go here. And let's see how many. All right, let's go to the top holders. Blah has 10 of them. Jesus Christ. He's got 10 of them. Jay Green's got 2. Jay Roller's got 2. Jim Bully Lingo's got 2. Spider Mark's got 2. It's a lot. It's a lot. I suspect that Blah will probably sell a couple, as it goes up. But that's 12, 14, 18 of them out of the 88, which really 80, because VeVe kept 8. Yeah, it's a lot. Damn, Bitcoin back down to 1 side. Bitcoin's having a rough day, right? They're having a rough time with it. Yeah. Someone torturing my dog upstairs? Shout out to Degato for commenting on my stuff. Where was I? Yeah, so I'd expect it to double, and at a blow off top, probably triple your money. If you get that one for 5K down here. Again, it's just an assessment. What it actually does, anyone's guess. All right, we're over an hour in. I still haven't gotten to most of the sponsors. Okay, we did Definity. Let's do DeLorean. DMC, shout out them for sponsoring the channel. They are up 1% on the day on the SUI blockchain. They are, let me get rid of that. Okay, let's go over this. See what the volume is. 10 million in volume, $15 million market cap. I still suspect it to go crazy. Let's see what they have on X. Oh shit, what the hell did I just do? I did not mean to. Fuck. Oh my god. Guys, the messages are insane. I can't search anything. The messages keep coming up. Okay. All right, we're gonna try as soon as this. All right, DeLorean, right? Okay, give me 1 sec. Gotta wait for a message to go away. Okay, I did it. I only need to type in 3 letters. All right, DeLorean from the last 19 hours. I have KuCoin saying, don't miss the KuCoin fireside chat with DMC. 430,000 DMC to win. How much is that? I think that's like, there's a little over $2,000. Follow KuCoin, DeLorean Labs, and BC KuCoin. Complete the Glean form. Join the space. Show your support. I don't even know when this was. I assume it was already done. It was. Oh no, it's tomorrow. Very good. Very good. Now let's go back to Robinhood saying, do you think crypto is the future? DeLorean Labs reposted it. DeLorean Labs also posted today, good morning. If you're reading this, congratulations. You're early, $DMC. They keep doing everything right. 150,000 followers over on X. I assume tens of thousands over on their Discord. I think I'm in their Discord. 78,000 members in their Discord. So shout out to them for that. Ride the lightning board pumping. Nice, nice, very nice. Get that bread. Ooh, my back. Like I said, 150K into DeLorean Labs. Oh my good golly gosh. Ooh, I'm dying. 1,000. Oh my god. I guess Shiro's going up too. So that's DeLorean for right now. They did have token unlocks today. So the token, did I get my other tokens? Maybe I might have got my other ones. See if I did. Let's see if I got my tokens. I did not. I have half of them there. I'm not sure when the other half is going, but we shall see. So they're down like 0.3%. They're pretty flat on the day, even though today was an unlock day for some token vesting. So I think that's very good. I think it's a very good sign. People are starting to hodl. Now let's do Devi, because Devi had a I don't know what fresh hell I'm going to walk into. 41 cents. I buy more every day. I've spent $42,000 on it, worth like 28 now. The horrors persist, yet so do I. We actually have some stuff to go over in the Devi Telegram chat today. Actually, it's not even in the Telegram chat. This is straight up news. What we got here? So DevStream completes a $10 million initial funding to launch a $300 million asset-backed digital infrastructure and sustainable strategy. Now, my back is destroyed, so I'm going to have to hang for a minute before I get to the. This. Oh. 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 I'm going to undo the other way now. Do the other way. Okay. All right. Just had to straighten out the back a little bit. Whew. All right. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, double shit. Okay. Get the blanket on. It's a little chilly. Chilly up in her. Gonna get my. I had some cheeses before. It was great. It was fantastic. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. Here we go. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, y'all. 245 people out of here. Left standing here for a minute. All right. So back to DevStream. Calgary, Alberta, Business Wire, DevStream Corp, NASDAQ Devs, DevStream, or the company, leading carbon management firm specializing in the development, investment, and sale of environmental assets, today announced that it has entered a securities purchase agreement for the issuance of up to $300 million in senior secured convertible notes. Okay. Okay, good. Advancing its strategic initiative to build a blockchain-based treasury and launch a tokenization platform for sustainability-linked infrastructure. Securities purchase agreement provides for the issuance of up to $300 million in senior notes with Helena Partners, which issuances will be funded in multiple tranches. Initial funding of $10 million was completed on 18 July 2025. Key highlights over here. Under the agreement, DevStream will allocate 75% of the net proceeds, 70% of the initial tranche, toward the purchase of liquid digital assets that offer 24/7 liquidity, serve as non-correlated stores of value, and may be used as collateral for future credit facilities. Devi really jumps to mind. And it jumps to mind just because, again, 24/7, instant settlement, T+0 settlement time, 8.5 million transactions per second. Really, really interesting. The program complements DevStream's core business of developing, acquiring, and monetizing environmental assets in coordination with its objective to expand investor access to tokenized sustainability infrastructure. company is also actively exploring the tokenization of its existing environmental asset portfolio and anticipates further announcements as its platform scales. Additionally, the strategy is expected to provide opportunities to generate multiple revenue streams, including staking yields, while reducing reliance on equity financing through crypto-backed credit options. Notes may be converted by holders to the company's common shares at an initial conversion price equal to 200% of the closing price of the company's common shares on the trading day immediately prior to the closing date, subject to potential downward adjustment as provided in the notes. So let me go to the Yahoo Finance here and take a look at DevStream Corp. And they were up 11% on the day. So, not bad. Well, actually, they're actually down 7%. Well, oh, that's insane. They had a wicked spike, and then they went down. So that wicked spike, they're actually down 7% on the day, but up 11% in the aftermarket overnight. So that was really interesting. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why they did that. Running daCat token, very good, very good. What's Crappy Bird doing here? Oh, Crappy Bird, $5.5 million market cap, very good. Get that bread. So that's Devi, or that's at least from DevStream today. Let's take a look at if they had anything from their account today. Confirmation on DevStream and how it'll work with the exchange may have been what the team was waiting for. We'll see. I was thinking the same thing. This announcement for DevStream makes me extremely bullish, says BandLocker. The announcement by the White House saying they were going to allow for crypto treasuries was just a couple of days ago, and here we have an initial $10 million worth of funding. Guys, I don't know if you hear that upstairs. I have to see if this dog is actually is like dying over there, because he normally doesn't bark this much, but he seems to be barking now. So let me see. Ralphie, you good, buddy? Ralphie, what are you doing, buddy? Someone here that shouldn't be here? I don't see anyone, Ralphie. Unless I do. Oh shit, is that Ernie? Hey. Oh, okay. Sorry, Ralphie was barking his head off, so I was like, okay, it's open. Okay, Ralphie, you're good. Sorry about that, everybody. I had to see if make sure that nobody was in the house that shouldn't be, but we're good. We're good. Okay. Moving on though. Okay. All right. Come back here. I didn't get any notification. Sorry, guys. Bit of a crazy live today, but we persist. They haven't released the big news yet. I mean, not exactly. He had posted a link to, what was it? He had posted a link to an article where Johnny Depp says that he's in this new book with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. What's up, vegan things? Meow, meow, meow. Honestly, if this is a big announcement, it doesn't make me super pumped. It's hard because, like, Johnny Depp is awesome. I personally love him. Big fan. Would love to get him on the pod. Would love to just hang out with him, but people go to see him in movie theaters. If let's say Johnny Depp has this new, like, we had a couple people over here talk about that the Stevenson novella is brilliant. Bogar says he just read the original book, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, so there's people that's not really my thing. Not that I don't read. I actually thoroughly enjoy reading, but I tried. What wasn't my thing. And again, Johnny Depp he commands tens or like hundreds of millions at the box office. Is that going to translate to book sales? And is that going to translate to book sales on VeVe? When talking about like big people in the world, he's one of the most recognizable people in the world, like top 1,000. I top 1,000 most recognizable people in the world. Was he top 100? I mean, you have politicians, right? You have, but actors like Johnny Depp's built up a lot of amazing. Like I would say, you know, the kids from Stranger Things. I would say the Johnny Depp was like such a heartthrob. Jack Sparrow, man, like top 250, right? Top 250 most recognizable people in the world. But if David hadn't said this, like one, I wouldn't have known this article was going to happen. Like because I saw Hyde, I was like, okay, what is this? It didn't mean anything to me. But even if it was just like Anthony Francisco just texting me and just be like, hey, look what I did. I'd be like, hey, this is really cool. You're with Johnny Depp. Like, bro, this is awesome. It's like if it would have happened that way, I'd have been like, bro, this is cool. Like again, Anthony Francisco created Baby Groot. He designed the Dora Milaje. So he's done incredible work. But to be like, oh, bro, you're doing this with Johnny. Like this could be, yeah, it could be huge. Maybe they do like another movie based on it. Maybe they do like a Netflix series. They also like whatever. Like this could be cool. This could have a lot of eyes on him. Would I buy? Maybe because Anthony's my friend. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna buy it to support my friend. I wouldn't like if I just came across this one day, like on an Instagram post, Johnny Depp has a new book. Cool. Would not buy it. I would buy it because Anthony's my friend and I want to support him. If it goes on VeVe, I'll buy it because I would have wanted to read it. It's like, okay, let's see what this is about. Make content on it, be able to talk about it intelligently with people. But is that something that is going to bring in even like 10,000 users? I don't. It's Hall H, which is freaking huge. So I don't know. Again, Johnny Depp in a movie, in a show, I'm there. I am there. I love him. I don't know how it's going to be in a book. Like again, it's not my wheelhouse. We'll see. And is that the big like? We'll see. Keep y'all posted. But again, when David was talking about connecting with Gen Z, where I assume he means Gen Alpha, but connecting with Gen Z, I don't think Johnny Depp is how you do it. He's great for us unks, us old folk, but I don't think this is how you connect with Gen Z or Gen Alpha. So if this is a big announcement, I think that there is another announcement that is going to be more focused on like the 16 to 24-year-old crowd, in my opinion. We'll see. That was hysterical, but I'm going to have to. Yep, that was also hysterical. That was it for that was it for Devi, huh? I guess that was it for Devi. Okay. Let me just go to something here real quick. Shoot. Double shoot. Okay. Might have to get more Devi soon. Hey, look at daCat go nuts. I love this game. I really do. Damn, daCat's like one of my best. I should have put it all in daCat, to be honest. Damn, Bitcoin went to 116.5, 117 now. Going kind of nuts. Going kind of nuts over here. Anyway, I guess I did. All right, all right. Did I even do OMI? I guess I didn't do OMI yet. There's not really much to go over. Up 1% on the day. Had a couple of wicked, not even wicked, just a couple of tiny spikes there. One spike, dump, another spike. And again, they're very, very small spikes. Up 1% on the day, 1.69 million in volume. I'm coming nice down below with 69. I do suspect this goes much, much higher. Now that's based. Yes, it is. Yes, daCat is based AF. It's on ETH, but forever based. Forgot to get floss today. Gonna need that. Comey price. Yeah. So really not much to go over for a Comey. I did go over the VeVe stuff, Grails rising. I don't think there's been anything. So there is one thing that I haven't been able to discern why. Like you'd expect partner stature to go up, and it has. You would expect the logo to go up, which it has. But the Fantastic Four #1, those, I was buying them consistently for $7. I have 29 of these, and now they're $12. It's like, I don't know if I want to buy it for 12. Like I've been buying them for 7, now they're 12. Fantastic Four #5. Well, again, Fantastic Four #1, Chris Prince Fantastic Four, it's amazing. But 60,000 comics, it's a lot. Fantastic Four #5 is 30,000 comics, and it's $6. So it's easier for me to try to get that, which again, I'm not really going to go crazy on until my Batman sells, my sub 100 Batman. And even after you get the first one for $6, okay, there we go. Oh, actually, there's a bunch of these for $6. We should get a few. I still think these are pretty undervalued. And that's Four #5 is. Let's do the partners here, because I think it's 13 something, 69 of them in the market. You know what to do. 1333, 1333, 1369, then 1494, 1495. So I don't think this will be 1500 again for a little. I mean, again, someone can come in and spend, 6K, and then it goes up to 1500. 2000 if you want to get a 3-digit mint number 171, which is not bad. That is 3,000. Oh, I'm sorry, 2,000 if you want to do that. Sub 100 you can't get unless you're willing to pay a stupid amount. Yeah, you're not getting a sub 100. You probably could have a couple weeks ago. Was that 5K? You had your chance there. Now gone. Now is gone. So that's it. All right. So we have a bunch of news to go over. Let's see what it was yesterday. Did I do a bit of yesterday or did I not? Good night. I did the Shiro yesterday. Oh, 11 years ago. Me with a Skywalker lightsaber, Jedi Knight lightsaber. I was so lean. I don't know why. Anyway, we had a Umbreon EX from the Unseen Forces, PSA 10, sell for $15,750, which is wild. You have VeVe, which has had a decent spike in usership recently. Decent spike. Over 11,000, or I'm sorry, over 11 million NFTs minted, which is pretty awesome. 2 JPEGs sold for $78,000 and $88,000 last night, which is insane. I guess it was part of Jack Butcher's checks. The original NFT collection, TLDR, the fewer checks in the image, the rarer the NFT. Andrew Forte says NFTs are up massively from July lows. They are starting to go crazy. Michael Thaler bought more Bitcoin. Shiro Nico was up crazy yesterday. Memes are great. Crypto Cosmo saying VeVe is absolutely crushing with how much they've been building all cycle long. OMI to NFT, biggest brands in the world, gamified collector's experience, and VeVeverse and more. This is my opinion. Is one of my greatest sleeping giants of the cycle price-wise. Agreed, sir. Agreed, Cosmo. Earth2, 74 million essence staked and important reality thread 1 reminders. Over 20% of the total essence supply is now staked on land inside of Earth2. As we prepare to launch Chapter 1, Reality Thread 1, we've outlined essential reminders and expectations for testers ahead of the pre-alpha playable release. What is Essence doing nowadays? It was up monstrously the other day, like a week. Pretty much 5 cents still, so still not bad. Thanks, Bill. No problem, Bill. Get that bread, Bill. Love that stuff. Shiro Nico says, there will come a time everyone will ask themselves why. what happened? How did I miss the biggest cat in crypto? But for the true Shiro community, we already know, always did. And again, Shiro's got a $6.6 million market cap, I believe. 9% on the day. 6.6 million fully diluted. Whereas daCat, kind of right behind him. 2.1 million. So just under a third of where they are. And it's just the beginning. Let's see what Moonbirds is at now, because I want to take a look at what they are. Go to OpenSheen, do the Moonbirds, see what the floor is. $5,800 floor. The Moonbirds, 2, 3. Yeah. Always 10,000 these. It's $5,800 floor. What is the, there's 10,000 of them. Let me see if there's a really cool Moonbirds. Well, this one is certainly different. That one's certainly different. None of the rest of them seem to be so crazy. And guys, I'm really gassing myself up to try to get another, what do you call it? Let me go to my Phantom wallet real quick. I don't know why. I know why, because there's only 100 of these freaking things. And again, you can only get them on Magic Eden. And they're called Quaky on the Rise. Yeah, I really want to get the last one, the last non-Marvel one. Looks really cool. Let me start. Let's see what Mad Lads has a 37 soul floor. So Mad Lads, I believe, are these 190? That's $7,200. I don't even know what Mad Lads are, but they are $7,200. These are wild. Again, there's a lot of crazy stuff out there. Anyway, let's continue on, shall we? Yeah, almost a 6K floor for Moonbirds, drawing insane amount of eyes back to NFTs. Pudgy Penguins went to like 62K. Let's see what Pudgy Penguins are. Let's see what they're at. Pudgy Penguins. They're at 15.69 ETH. So that's $58,000 floor. Guys, it's $58,000. I need to get another partner selection. Like, Solana just passed a $200 floor. Can you take me higher? Guys, if there are how many of these? There are 8,888 Pudgy Penguins, and it is a $58,000 floor. Okay, I don't believe that they are worth 43 partner statues. I just don't believe it. Okay, let's do this. Go to Pudgy Penguins and see 8,888, right? That's a $515 million like market cap there. Take a look at partner statue and see that the market cap is 5.75. I'm sorry, $5.77 million market cap for partner statue. A double first appearance of Mickey and Walt Disney. And Pudgy Penguins is almost 100x that, which is insane. And again, I don't believe that like one Pudgy Penguins or 43 partner statues. Give me those 43 partner statues all day. And I love Pudgy Penguins. I think they're great. I think they're I think Pudgy Penguins probably going to go higher from here. They're a token. They're NFT. But guys, some of these are. I just look at partner statue. I was like, bro, there's no way. There's no way. Like Grogu, Vader. Like, there's no way that some of these are not going to go bananas this cycle. Vader's never been in Vader, Grogu. They have never been in an NFT bull market. Don't know where they go. We don't know where that leads. Pudgy Penguins offer any real utility compared to a partner statue? Yeah. Let's go on to the Google here. What are the utilities? Got utilitize for a Pudgy Penguin NFT. Pudgy Penguin NFT holders, known as Pengus or the Huddle, gain access to a range of exclusive benefits and experiences, including community events, IP licensing, opportunities in the Pudgy Penguins ecosystem, opportunities for commercial use of their penguin, participation in the Pudgy Penguins brand's growth, access to exclusive events, meetups, parties, concerts, often held in major cities, providing opportunities to connect with other holders. Pudgy Penguins project emphasizes building a supportive community. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I think they also got a bunch of Pengu tokens as well, so which like paid for them. Toy licensing, NFTs have been licensed. Oh, some of the Pudgy Penguin NFTs have been licensed for use in the Pudgy toy line, with owners potentially receiving royalties. That's really cool. Pudgy Penguins has expanded into the metaverse with Pudgy World, an on-chain experience accessible through Pudgy toys. Unused personalize their characters, engage a digital world. Yeah, they do a bunch of stuff. Now Disney does a bunch of stuff as well, but none of it has anything to do with the actual NFT. So yeah. Ooh, All Dolled Up says they're going to share some amazing things tomorrow, but I can't say where. Just somewhere. Utility does partners offer? There's like nothing. There's a Telegram. There's a couple of places that offer like discounts on stuff. Now you did get a year's worth of Disney Plus for free when you got it originally, which was cool. But yeah, there's a group chat that I think David's in, but I don't know how often he checks that. Currently, like for the park or the actual company, there is none. There is no utility for that. Will they ever give one? That's a really big uphill battle. I don't know if they could ever retroactively give utility back to it. We'll see. Again, probably not, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh lordy, the cat chat is blowing up. Lock in. Yeah, crypto is 100% good. 10 trillion market cap this cycle. Long way to go for alts, folks. Long way to go. What is this? Embracing Steak and Shake. Love Steak and Shake. What's Schroding? Oh God. Yeah, I should probably be over to daCat. All right. Anyway, I don't know if they'll ever get utility, but double first appearance. I think that's all you need. Anyway, let's continue on. Yeah, Miles Morales. Bro, that's like 5 Miles Morales for one Pudgy Penguin. And again, I think Pudgy goes higher. Who is this? Yay, daCat. Going crazy. Yay, Randy Chavez. Meow, meow, meow. Amount of Crypto Cosmos says the amount of money that's about to flow into NFTs is going to be insane. Imagine a number of the blue chip NFT projects from the last cycle will lead the way first, and then it'll flow into smaller layer 1 blockchain NFT projects, and then to digital collectibles. Agreed. I heard about that. I heard about it, but I haven't played yet. I unfortunately, work is my life, and it's so much of my life that I have to. I do call pull-ups again because my back is right here. Thanks. But I have not played yet. I want to. I want to. Any chance for you? You haven't seen the last two. Watch my 5-hour stream yesterday. In fact, what you need to do is go to my stream yesterday. You can skip the first hour, and then in an hour, Crypto Cosmo comes on, and I have never seen this man so jazzed as to just like come in and be like, bro, and just drop some knowledge, given that perspective. He's welcome on this channel anytime he wants. I could be interviewing the President of the United States. I go, yep, Cosmo can come on. The closest I ever got was interviewing Biden's campaign manager twice. Closest I ever got to the president. Although, anyway, bought many collectibles, too expensive and done DCA. 2, just worried about my investment. Depends what you bought. If you bought Alpha Flight comics, probably not going to pump. If you bought Cryptkins, have the entire set. I have multiple of some of the Cryptkins. Probably not going to pump. But if you bought Partner Statue, got a logo, got a Secret Rare Spider-Man, any AF-15, any MC1, any Fantastic Four #1, you're going to be fine. Need lumbar support. The videos are wrecking your back. Like, bro, it's so probably yes, but like, ugh. So you're probably right that I videos are not great for it. But my back has just been destroyed for years. In general, obviously, it got much worse these last year and a half. Anyway, let's continue on, shall we? A bunch of Pudgy Penguins and Moonbird holders are following Crypto Cosmo now for the last 24 hours from him posting about Moonbirds. They don't realize they're falling into his trap. They're going to get spammed with VeVe content. Ray Fixie says more IP on VeVe should be a blessing, not a curse. And he is going to come on the channel soon. He said he'll let me know when he's ready to go. All the popular stuff, yeah. All the blue chip stuff, all the Todds, the Risos, Miles Morales. You'll know what's going to pump. Wall Street Journal ran a typical. Donald J. Trump says Wall Street Journal ran a typical untruthful story today by saying Secretary of Treasury Scott Bessent explained to me that firing Jerome Too Late Powell, the worst Federal Reserve chairman in history, would be bad for the market. Nobody had to explain that to me. I know better than anybody what's good for the market and what's good for the USA. If it weren't for me, the market wouldn't be at record highs right now. It would probably have crashed. So get your information correct. People don't explain to me. I explain to them. Damn, Trump, get him. The penny. All right, so it's been a day now. Let's go over to the penny red and see what that did. Because I think that was at like 26,000 yesterday. Might have only gotten another 1,000 or two, but I'm curious what it did on the second day. And on this day, I see clearly everything has come to light. Okay, 24 right there. Let's go to the ultra rare. Okay, it's third. So it made 30K. It had made 30K. That is fantastic. The penny rare has made $30,000. The penny red. Good for them. Good for them. Getting that bread. Raul Powell says, you need an NFT collection. I've explained it to you. To start, either buy a crypto punk, or if you can't afford one, then buy a crypto dick butt. Your future self will thank you. Okay, back to holiday mode. I had mentioned, like, yes, that's great, but here's a double first appearance partner statue from Disney. He didn't get back to me on that. Yeah, CryptoPunks, almost $11 million, which is nuts. Got this one guy, Zubik, who's a co-founder of Space Riders, which has 72,000 followers. He himself has 25,000. So someone just bought $1 million worth of MOG. What do they know? Maybe cat coins are going to go crazy. Who knows? Maybe that's why we have a couple of buy orders here for daCat. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe that's what's going on. We don't know. All I know is 11,000 in volume today for daCat. Not too shabby. You know, up 9% on the day. $2.1 million market cap. Yeah, again, Quaky, only 2,200 followers. So but the dude that's doing it, the dude that is like, part of the reason why I have a YouTube channel is so I could interview the people behind these projects and see like, okay, do I invest or not? And again, I don't know what the token is going, like it's got utilities already, which is fine. And it's up 22% on the day now, and I should have got it this morning. $746,000 market cap. It was $700,000 market cap this morning. There's another 1,000 that's been added in volume. Only 689 holders, so it's very, very small. Very small amount. But I think, what is it, 300? Actually, only $30,000 for the, or 30,000 for the NFT. I really want to get another one. This is hard. This is hard. Damn, Penguin has 711,000 followers. Get them. Get that bread. Do I had Penguin over here, or there was some guy named Penguin. Penguin, tell me your Penguin. It's not Pixie Penguins, it's Pudgy Penguin. Like somebody just said Penguin has 11. All right, let me send somebody a photo. This guy, does he have 700? We then shoot me a DM. We need to talk if you have that many followers. Anyway, let's move on here. It's Quaky. That was this. President Trump posts all the greatest Bitcoin explanation of all time. I didn't watch that last night. Posted the greatest Bitcoin explanation of all time. I will watch that at some point. Schwab, 10 trillion in assets under management. Just announced live on CNBC yesterday that they will enable Bitcoin buying and selling. That is likely the biggest news of the year, because all of the other financial firms, whether they agree with them or not, are now forced to do the same thing. That changes the game. Every firm will be a competitor to Coinbase. Sleeping Comic says, no need to go for Silver Surfer #1. Recommend everyone pass on that comic. He's just going to buy all of them. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to buy a bunch as well. Gosh. Can't believe that one dude bought the Lion King for $2,500, mint number 1994. That is incredible. Incredible stuff. Monkey, wait, what? Okay. Arcturus says on CMC, CoinMarketCap, and CoinGecko, it still mentions the OMI hardware safe wallet. Oh God, we got to get rid of that. A big impact of Crypto Week legislation will be reduced risk and downside volatility in the crypto market. FTX, Luna, Celsius, and other scandals happening in large part because we refuse to provide reasonable regulations. In my opinion, 70% of drawdowns are a thing of the past. American Express, Bank of America, and Santander are now using XRP. Is that why they're up today? I think they're up today. Where are they? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Yeah, up 3% on the day. Good for them. Good for them. Cannot sleep. I cannot eat tonight. Solana up 11%. Good for y'all. The only way we know how to rock. Dogecoin still at 20, almost 27 cents. Cardano up 5.5% on the day. Good for them. Somebody, Fudu, did not mean to do that. Just messaged me. Don't know what that is. I don't click those crazy links. Bro, I can't believe we have 500K liquidity on daCat. That is incredible. Not going to get over that for a while. DG Farmer has said all it took is 2 wallets to sweep squiggles from 3 to 6 ETH in minutes. 2 wallets. I don't think you understand the implications. This is the first call. Illiquidity cut both ways. What you've seen with this ETH rally is nothing compared to what it can do with NFTs. Nothing. As ETH gains exposure, so will its culture. Since the dawn of time, art and brands are the biggest signaling vehicles. I know, you know, I know, as well as deepest emotional storage for our on-chain adventure. The size and the way they operate makes me think it's some kind of fund. Institutional money is coming. We only had one cycle. We have no idea what that looks like for digital artifacts. And they still have about 8 million remaining ready to deploy, which is insane. Total market cap surpassed $6 billion yesterday. Trump is going to impose tariffs on people who buy Russian oil, which is insane. VeVe Magic's at level 79. Good for you, VeVe Magic. We love you. Ohio State Pension Fund has invested $43 million in MicroStrategy. Insane. Kyle Chassie has 250,000 followers over on X. Says something is going on in NFT applications. And CJ Lovelace says, please save me from my sins and bring back NFTs. Can you take me? Yeah, the NFT volume the past couple of months. And then look at what it did yesterday. Insane stuff going on. And it's going to keep going on. Garga.eth, or Greg Solano, 117,000 followers on X, co-founder of Yuga Labs, says the world isn't ready for NFT treasury companies, but they're coming. I agree they are. So also, when talking about new tokens, when people say, like, there's so many tokens out there, so much to choose from, and it's like, okay, but even though there are literally millions of new tokens since 2021, the money is still massively concentrated at the top. So right now, and right now even more so. So on 13 November 2021, the top 100 tokens comprise of 94.4% of the entire market cap of crypto in general. The top 200 was 96.3% of the entire market cap of crypto. Now on 13 July 2025, which is just last week, the top 100 was actually 98.6% of the entire market, and the top 200 was 99.7%. The rest of that comes out of that 0.3%, which is insane. Like, so 0.3% make up the rest of the market. Top 200 is really where it's at. So that's where you want to be in. Big money follows the quality. Meme hunters, etc., are a drop in the crypto ocean. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Peter Thiel, backed crypto firm Bullish, formally files IPO at the SEC. Tether's USDT accounts for 73% of active addresses that utilize stablecoins. And CoinDCX CEO blames server breach for $44 million exploit. Indian firm will cover the losses. President Trump's administration releases first Bitcoin and crypto policy report on July 22nd. Just tomorrow. Can't believe Pudgy Penguins reached $63,000 floor yesterday. Here's me exactly 3 years ago on this day. Good times. Trump's media Bitcoin treasury purchases hit $2 billion. Crypto Punch, Pudgy Penguins, Boyd 8 Yacht Club, Moonbirds, Little Pudgies, Azuki, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Milady Maker, Doodles, and Fidenza by Tyler Hobbs were 20%, 16.7, 27, 27, 23, 32, 21, 11, 21, and 9.7% respectively. Wild. Digital asset products saw an all-time high weekly inflows of 4.39 billion, bringing year-to-date inflows of 27 billion, pushing assets under management to a record $220 billion. Pantera-backed Ether machine raises 1.5 billion for Ethereum company to use 800 million to acquire Ethereum. MicroStrategy has acquired 6,220 Bitcoin for $739 million at $118,940 per Bitcoin. Trump Media announces its purchases for Bitcoin Treasury reached $2 billion. We had a VeVe app update today. Jerome Powell will speak at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. Expect volatility. Expect volatility tomorrow. And today, which we've had. VeVe Viral says alts are ripping. CryptoPunks and other top NFTs are getting ate up, and VeVe official user base is on fire. Are VeVe and OMI about to join the party? Oh, maybe. Back in 2021, Keyboard Monkey 3 bought a zombie CryptoPunk and sold it less than 48 hours later for $1 million gain. I will repeat, in July of 2021, Keyboard Monkey 3 bought a zombie CryptoPunk and sold it less than 48 hours later for $1 million gain. I don't think you understand how stupid things can get and at what speed. Take it higher. Now let's move on. We have Baroque, aka the Permabull, over on X, and he said, actually, I don't think he said anything. Why do I have the screenshot? I have nothing screenshot. I don't know why. Disregard about that. XRP passes Shell in market cap. Martini Guy says one of the most underrated features on DEX Tools app is live new pairs. Z tokens launch across chains before they hit CT or Telegram, filtered by liquidity, chain, trust score, etc. Super useful if you're tracking new projects. DEX Tools has an article about Crappy Bird, daCat, VeVe. Love DEX Tools. They're pretty awesome. Pretty awesome stuff. Crypto firm BitGo confidentially files for US IPO. Athena Foundation to complete $260 million open market purchase of ENA, representing 8% of circulating supply at current prices, following $360 million funding round for Athena Treasury Company, stablecoin X. Google searches for altcoins just hit a 4-year high. Retail is coming back into crypto. We have here, going to offer that. Ray Fix says, over the upcoming weeks, months, I'll be hosting many giveaways and engaging more with the community. Do you have any ideas how to handle this? I'm open to suggestions. I said, as far as engagement goes, I'd love to get you on the channel for an interview. And Ray Fix said, let me know when we have time. Awesome, Ray Fixie. Awesome, my man. Excuse me. Get that bread. Go to base. Oh, God, excuse me. I hiccuped. Sorry for people that do not like belches. It is just what has happened. Oh, Definity. Definity, my main man. Somebody buying you on MEXC, Definity? Is that why I'm not seeing you on the... No, yes, Definity now is up to 4.15 cents, up 6% on the day. Now at $19,000 in volume. Very good. Very good. Love that. And daCat. My daCat's doing so well. I love it. Okay. We have a guy named, I got to go to I_mcloud. Okay, hold on. I_mcloud. A guy named Mochaboy, mochaboy.mocha, has said this morning, 14 hours ago, why do I believe in Devi? Why do I believe it's the project that will change the paradigm of the world? Here are my answers. Exceptional scalability and speed. Platform is designed to handle up to 8.5 million transactions per second with sub-second finality. Thanks to an innovative sharding architecture, T2 shards for local transactions and T1 mechanism for cross-shard transactions, combined with a novel proof of validation consensus. And you have high energy efficiency, minimal costs, with a transaction energy consumption of only 2.1 joules and significantly reduced operation costs compared to other blockchains. The ecosystem is both sustainable and economically attractive. Seamless integration with Web2 infrastructure. The use of RESTful APIs allows traditional web developers to integrate the system easily into existing applications, lowering the barrier to entry for adopting Web3 solutions. Advanced privacy and security features. Patented privacy measures ensure user data protection while maintaining necessary regulatory transparency. Additionally, tools like Devi Protect offer robust safeguards against fraud, theft, and key loss. Commitment to ESG impact. The platform incorporates mechanisms to track and verify environmental, social, and governance assets, opening new opportunities for sustainable investments and social impact initiatives. Together, these innovations provide a comprehensive solution that not only overcomes the limitations of many existing blockchains, but also integrates technical, economic, and social benefits into a single, versatile ecosystem. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments. Also, link down below to sign up for the Devi Exchange. You will be glad you did. Mr. 41 says, hi, everyone. Great show. Mr. 41, I haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing, brother? So this is my take. Gems are on their way out. VeVe moving to USDC. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. And there's a couple of ways that might be able to happen. Sorry, getting a picture of that because I need to. Okay. I'd like to see it. because this way, yeah, all stuff can still be paid. It's just that does get harder for non-crypto native. Maybe it doesn't. You still put in a credit card, and then you get USDC. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. I would like it if that happens. 41. Thank you. So yeah. Great to have you here, brother. I have my number 41 listed for 30K, but would give it to you for a decent discount, maybe 10% off for you, because you're the man. Let's see what, now that you've come here, let's see what the market's doing. 1330 for a partner statue. Let's go to Spider-Man. I think that before was at 35 hundo. So it might be the same. I don't see it moving much in 2 hours. Might actually be lower. 35.50. Let's do Vader and see what the Vader takes, because I think he was pretty low as well. The ultra rare is at $150, pretty cheap. I think the uncommon and the common, yeah, $16. I think it's gonna be for both. 16 for the common, $15.50 for the uncommon. We'll do Luke Skywalker as well, because we love him. I want collectibles, not just, why would I want comics? All right, the secret rare on this, I think it's 589, so that's pretty low. Ultra rare is probably going to be $69. It's actually above retail. A rare, I think, is like $18. It's pretty low. I don't know how much 41 action there is. I'll keep you posted. 41. I'll let you know. So that was Devi. Attention. U.S. spot Ethereum ETF saw over 2.1 billion inflows last week, marking its largest weekly inflows since inception, which is insane. Polymarket to officially return to the U.S. market after acquiring crypto derivatives exchange QCX for $112 million. Yep, Devi Stream did that. Good for that. Yep. Okay. Sorry. More than 30% of the Bitcoin supply has not been moved in over 5 years. In addition, it is estimated that more than 7.5% of total Bitcoin supply has been lost forever. Security fintech to build $200 million Soul Treasury with backing from Solana Ventures. It's insane. Gary O at 1234CA3 says only 67 of these are in existence. It is Heroes Be Damned. And the number 123 mint is listed. He has one. Good for him. I am a little jealous. SEC Chair Paul Atkins says that ETH is not a security. Let's go. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna files criminal referral against Fed Chair Jerome Powell with the DOJ. Good. Jail him. Get him out of here. J-Dubs says if OMI hits 0003 by August 1st, 2025, currently 0002, he'll give 10 million OMI to one follower who comments below. Just drop your VeVe username or a pic of a collectible you own on VeVe Official. That is epic. Love that. Instead, SEC Chair Paul Atkins says crypto stablecoins will help lower costs and lower risks in the market. We can now move to an instantaneous almost settlement payment versus delivery securities thanks to on-chain stablecoins. Devi is going to be the best thing ever for everyone. Coinbase officially launches perpetual futures trading in the US for the first time in forever. Is that, okay, there's a bill, there's that bill. GameSquare buys 8,351 ETH amid approval for additional $150 million towards its crypto treasury. Security fintech secures $200 million credit to buy Solana treasury. Ugh, my back. We'll work with the exchange. Okay, very good. Devs, bullish. Okay. Random whale bought 34,000 ETH worth over $128 million. People saying ETH going to 10K. Definitely think it goes to 8. 10 might be a lot, but we'll see. Market conditions. Bro, people are going crazy in like the worst way over this metallic red Spider-Man. Someone's like, you think it'll stay above retail? It is 500 editions, and it is a con exclusive rare Spider-Man. It's a secret rare, but it's a rare Spider-Man. Feels like early days, yes, but history has shown hardly anything does long-term in current market conditions. These people are not paying attention. Someone says, I want to think this will hang at retail or slightly above, but we live in a crazy time, so honestly couldn't gauge this one. People are taking crazy pills that this won't go above retail. Y'all are going insane. Y'all taking crazy pills. Sorry. S&P 500 closes a new all-time high of 6,305. They're getting that bread. Strategy announces IPO of 5 million shares of STRC stock. Proceeds from IPO to be used for general corporate purposes, including Bitcoin acquisition. Strategy aims to raise $500 million with its new stock offering strategy. Incredible. NFT market cap surges to nearly 6.9 billion. Established projects are pumping. Rumors about NFT treasury companies. They won't be buying this week's new mint, but instead they'll invest in the established, proven NFT projects with battle-tested communities, and there are not too many of them left. Look for Bitcoin, ETH, etc. of NFTs, not the cat with hat equivalent. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Another little DEFINITY buy. Again, there's never any like $10,000 buys on DEFINITY. It's all like a couple $100. Same with daCat. And it's I feel it. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? I'm feeling something. Spot Ethereum ETF volume surpasses $3.1 billion today. BlackRock, Grayscale Mini, Fidelity, Bitwise, 21 shares, Van Eck, Franklin, and Invesco. 3.1 billion. First edition PSA 10 Blastoise sold for $42,000. Charizard, same thing, $325,000. Complete your Altair 3D digital collectibles with this secluded stone gazebo. Assassin's Creed Altair's gazebo. First in, first served with crafting starting at 25 July 2025, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cost of this digital collectible is included in the purchase of the Assassin's Creed Altair digital collectibles. I don't even think I opened that blog, but that's cool. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Ooh, sorry. My back is dying. Going down. I'm yelling timber, you better move. You better dance. Can't believe Fantastic Four #1 is up to $12 for a common. Can't get them cheap anymore. Oh, this is also the 15-year. I'm sorry. This is the 25-year anniversary of Pokemon the movie 2000. I repeat, for the 300 people that are here, it is the 25-year anniversary of Pokemon the movie 2000. God, that makes me feel old. Such a good movie. That still holds up. That movie is still so good. I'm gonna send that on Snapchat because they need to know. People need to know. Happy 25th birthday to Pokemon the movie 2000. Meow. Okay. To my public story. Added the story. Meow, meow. All right. Sorry. Let's continue getting this bread. And over there, Chavez. Back in January, I offered Todd McFarlane like 10% of the daCat IP to do a cover for us, thinking that the daCat IP at that time might have been worth like $50,000. And now it's $150,000. So Todd McFarlane definitely missed out on that. Anyway, back that, oh God, the hysterical gold logo stuff. Yeah, 3 years ago on this day, got the gold logo. So, crazy. It's only been 3 years. SEC Chair Paul Atkins says crypto stablecoins will help lower the cost and lower risk to market. We can now move to an instantaneous, almost settlement payment versus delivery for securities, thanks to on-chain stablecoins. Devi's going to go so nuts. Who's this? The website for Devi is planned for Q3 2025. As Tom mentioned before, the roadmap has a shorter time frame. No exact dates were given, only time frame which ends in September, late September. Regarding the websites, obviously Q4 starts October 1st. I'd love to see what that's about. And I'm going to say that that is it for the day. Let's go to, I want to go to something here before we end it. I know it's been 2 hours, but I want to go to crypto Twitter and see what they are talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm making my own decisions. Failed to load. What? Yeah, Magic Eden. Magic Eden Marketplace. Okay, open. The Magic Eden IO. Okay, and I want to check real quick once again the Quakies. Quaky on the run. Yep, 1.5 souls still. I'm gonna definitely get one. I have one. I'm gonna get another one. Anyway, let's go to X. Omar said, good evening. Good evening, Omar. How's it going? We're gonna go on X and see what people are talking about. Spare parts universe. I don't know what that is. Sir Shills a lot. Talking about Joe on Chain. We love him. Cardano Yoda. I don't know what that is. Marin Awful says NPR CEO, funding cuts are political points, layoffs coming. Interesting. Tesla says they will show SpaceX rocket launches on their two 66-foot LED mega screens at the Tesla diner. That is incredible. Love it when stuff like that happens. VeVe says our entire team is saddened by the loss of one of our wonderful friends. Her positive impact on the community and passion will never be forgotten. Yeah. Love Lori. Tesla Diner. In the dojo, are we coming to an alt season? I believe we are. Mr. MC1 posting about the logo. Real Tommy B is giving away a free Moonbirds Mythic worth 1,300 to 250 plus participants. That's interesting. Good for them. VeVe Fan Bam, love you. Nancy May says, we love how the state chooses to write about memes instead of $24 million grant we just helped Dorchester County get. Oh, very good. Very good. Oh, the Tesla Diner is open. It looks so good. I want to go. Slum Doge says, I think I'm more addicted to taking screenshots than actually making money. Same fam. Granted, I do that for my show. I don't know what he does it for. Oh, Omar saw Happy Gilmore 2, and it was very good. I want to see that. I'm very curious. J-Dubs says he's looking to buy another Secret Rare Spidey Ultimate Animated. Picked up one yesterday for 2,500 gems. Willing to pay 2,750 gems for the next one. If you're looking to sell, DM or comment below. Good for him. Good for him. That's awesome. Crazy enough. Yeah, good time, Legends. MLK files. CIA suggested cover-up of Hunt's presence in Dallas on the day JFK died. That's insane. VR just got painful. Meet OO suit. It zaps your skin with real electric shocks based on what happens in the game. Oh, hell no. Nope. Not to, oh, damn. Heinecoin hit 2 million? What the fudge? No freaking way. No freaking way. Bro. Heinecoin's up 21% today, hitting 2 million. Bro, that is nuts. All right, I gotta go to. Let's see if anyone wants to come on and talk about that. I gotta see if they're around. Yeah. Anyone around? Because I gotta get them on. I talk about that copy URL. I want to see if they want to come on and talk about that because that is insane. Anyway, before that happens, comics and crypto. Oh, I'm gonna cry if I read this. Saying we're heartbroken over the loss of our dear friend Lori Brenner. We had the privilege of knowing Lori. You know the light she carried with her. She brought warmth, kindness, genuine connection into every room she entered. Sharing many Comic-Cons and VeVe events together, Lori had a special way of making every moment feel meaningful. Her passion for VeVe and her show at the Queen's Court was truly unmatched. She approached every interview and interaction with passion, grace, and purpose, always showing up for the community she loves so deeply. Lori's generosity knows no bounds. She gave endlessly to nonprofit causes and charity organizations, never seeking credit, just doing what she felt was right. More than anything, she loved her family with all her heart. Thank you, Lori, for inspiring us with your strength, your heart, your love for the community. That's rough. With got that picture with Kevin as well. Damn, that. Oh God, that is. Oof. Oof. Anyway, great times we'd had in the past. Millie says, proud moment. My promise was simple: to bring educational, fun, and most importantly, valuable content to spaces. My partners at Nerd Cave 77 feel the same way. They're thrilled to announce to welcome X-Mentis, Julia and Eric Lewald, a legendary duo behind X-Men, the animated series, original showrunner and writer, now consulting producer on X-Men 97. Oh, they'll join him with O'Milly. Very nice guess. Very nice. Great stuff. Great stuff. I'll give that a like. Mr. Heine says another day at Heinecoin headquarters. Oh man, I wanna 2 digits. Oh wait, what? Hold on one second. So one of my group chats just blew up and I had no idea what the fuck. All right, hang on. I'm sorry. There's so many messages. Oh my God. Ooh, I don't know. What do you think people will pay for the 555 mint for Spider-Man? The red metallic one. Flippy Love Vivvie says, let's go, Randy. Let's get that spread. I love this game. Smart buys, the utility promised by you. Is your secret Comey logo holders? What do you think will be? Did he promise that? I don't know. Maybe airdrop a little OMI? That could be cool. That could be cool. That could be dope. That could be dope. I'd love that. Oh my God. Oh my God. My boys. Oh my God. Boy spent 200,000 MCP points for Blackpink. Silver Surfer. Wait, what? Limit number 62 for the red spider. Okay, that's cool. Okay, comics and crypto. Did they raise their bounty? No, the bounty's still the same. Bounty's still the same at 5K. Unless somebody else is putting another bounty on it. No, the bounty's still 5K. Thank God. It was 5K. Silver Surfer number 1. I'm sure people will get that. 1K if it was the OF. Okay, can race my neighbors. Gonna go for it. Sorry guys, I just need 1 sec to continue this. Yeah, Solana went crazy today. Oh geez, I don't care about that. DigiJoin's always posting out there, doing a lot of stuff. Good for them. A lot of Cybertrucks, Bitcoin, Solana. California State Fair. I used to work construction, but they don't want to hire local workers. They want cheap immigrant labor. We're barely surviving. You want to see how working people are being crushed in California? Oh God, that sounds awful. California is such a shithole. I would never live there. Angeles Summit. People really posting about Heineken. I guess when you're up 21%, yeah, that makes sense. I should have charged more for the comic. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Still a 5K bounty on that. which is fine. Anthony Bourdain had a PSA 10 baseball auto. That is insane. Fetched $5,300 on eBay. Not bad. Tesla MLK files. DOJ asked CIA if it helped FBI sabotage King's travel honors or Pope meeting. Jeez. All right, let's go from following to my For You page over on X. Who do we have? Someone named Digital Grail says, I feel it coming. VeVe, Digital Collectibles at VeVe Official, agreed. Oh, hey, look at that, Sharby saying skip to content last week, number 18 with Quaky on crypto, gaming, NFT bull run, and more. Hey, there's me. Comey saying the new UI UX on Stacker World Marketplace is taking your collecting with OMI to the next level. Browse for trending collections, recent transactions, volume and floor price, data leaderboards, and more. Again, I'd said before, they had a new thing. Looks pretty cool. Oh, does anyone need any courier service? San Diego Comic-Con, Mahalo Joe will handle it for y'all. I don't, but I assume other people might. They might. Let them know. Clever Jerk says, Thanos weather report, Las Vegas is expecting mostly sunny skies in the low 100s this week. Enjoy and stay hydrated. I love Clever Jerk so much. He is my favorite. One of my favorite people. Gary O says, Jisoo? This had to be a thing. There's no way there's $1,000. That was 4 hours ago. There's no way. There's no way. I might have a common Jisoo. Might have it. All right, where's my collection? Got to go to my collectibles. So I have a Jenny rare. I do not have a Jisoo common. Oh, I do have a Jisoo common, but I think this is this is not the. Yeah, no. All right, let's go to all my Blackpink stuff and see where they're at. Jenny rare, stylish, affectionate, 95 doll hairs. Don't mind if I sell that for 85 doll hairs. See if anyone wants to buy it for that. Let's see, Rose's Open Heart. I wanna break your heart. I wanna break your heart. It is the VeVe app still needs some work. Come on, Rose. 65 doll hairs. So I'm gonna see if I can sell it for 55. See if anyone buys it. All right, Jenny, uncommon. Ooh, $100. All right. We're gonna try to sell this here for 89. Give it 11% off. Yep, 11% off. We got Rose common. Probably not going to be much. $30. I'm going to keep it. Jisoo uncommon. $61. I'll see if I can sell it for 50. And then see if that. I don't know if that'll sell. We'll see. And we got Lisa, still power. 19. Not going to sell that. Lisa Lover Girls at 59. I'll see if I can sell that for 50. List anyway. Then we have Lisa Rare. I feel like this it's only 33. I'm going to keep that for 30. Jisoo, the Blackpink Neon Light. Oh, $80. I'm gonna see if I can sell this for 69. Everyone comment nice down below with 69. I would love to see if I could sell the Blackpink Neon Light. Market floor price is 80. I'm selling it for 69. Then we have the Jisoo Rare, 74. All right. Let's see if somebody decides to bite for 62. If they decide to bite for 62, then Jisoo Common, 39. I'll keep it. And then that's that. All right, not bad, kids. Ugh. Look at my little VeVe Magic collectible. I think these are pretty cheap. $2.75. Yeah. But 69. My man. Love it when y'all comment. Bro, the Year of the Snake. I know nobody cares about this, But I was born in the year of the horse, so all of these zodiac years, I love them, bro. They're so cool. Yeah. Oh God, squeeze me. I did not know I had a Mephisto secret rare. Apparently I do. And it's a sub 100, number 58. Not bad. Not bad. Who's talking about Jeets? No, long-term Jeets. Yep, long-term Jeets on daCat. They got washed out. All right, let's see what else daCat is up to. I think people are just posting memes. I don't think anyone's bought in the last hour or two. Oh man, I really wanted to get someone on from Heinecoin that was to go over like the $2 million market. That's great. Based Fish Mafia says first you get the chum, then you get the power, then you get the whole ocean. They're cool. Creatine, pregnant, nice. What does this do? A dose of creatine in pregnant women, 5 grams, 3 to 4 times a day, was effective for achieving desired steady state concentrations in a pregnant population. Good for them. Totodile, Tepig, and Chikorita are ready to rock the stage. LASIK eye surgery looks... Oh, that looks scary. Nope. I would not. That looks nope. Don't want to do that. Shamath Polyhopatia says Coinbase sent me one of their rare commemoratives, Satoshi Nakamoto of Coinbase 1 cards, 1 of 21. Decided to get my own in the fall, which comes with 4% back via Bitcoin. Long live Bitcoin. That is so cool. Man, that is so legit. They're like on the email list. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, how do you feel about OMI today? 98%. Is that on CoinGecko? CoinMarketCap. Let's see if we can vote here. Let's do OMI. See if we can vote for him. Yeah, I voted, and it's 90%. Yeah, OMI, get that bread. Love it. And let's do it on the CoinGecko as well. Although I think I did vote yesterday, and it happened to be late at night. I already voted, but 72%. So yeah. Oh, my body. Okay. Go back here. Calio, send everything. Send it all. Sona says, babe, wake up. It's about to hit 4K. It's not that. It's 3,700 still, which is still fine. 3,785, 3,784. Okay, come on. Go back to 3,800. Go to 3,850. Go to 3,900. I want it. I can almost taste it. Bro, can somebody from Heinecoin, like, anyone want to come on my live right now and talk about the $2 million market cap? Let me show them that I have. There are 300 people here, and they're all curious. Anyway, 2 million. Yep, 100%. Pokemon says get groovy with Grookey. What dance moves are you? Oh yeah, Grookey's cool. He's a cool dude. Never used him, but he's a cool dude. The Viral says, I remember the floor price for the first ever Batman NFT being in the 200s not too long ago. Now the price is nearly 400. Vivvie Meister says, a very good indicator of VeVe bull run was, is, and will always be with Todd Batman. Oh, good times. Good energy he's gotten. Crypto Cosmo giving those straight fire. Can't imagine my OMI from the VeVe app to I can't migrate OMI from VeVe app to Stacker. How about you, Randy? I migrated eons ago. There should be a bridge. I don't know where it is. Ask Foster on not Telegram. Ask Foster on X, and he'll get you the bridge. He'll get you that bread. Damn, Robert Smith, Singer of the Cure, looks a little interesting there. A little interesting. Hot coins on Coinbase the last 7 days, and Crappy Bird is on there. Gotta love it. Gotta love Crappy Bird. And shout out to Base Dgen, which has 38,000 followers, because we love them. We love them so much. We be there. We be there. Shiro, love Shiro. Yep, Soul is above 200. We all know this now. Super Rush says, got a doctor's second opinion. Ruled out heart problems, thankfully. Breathing, shoulder, and abdominal pain still exists. They think some sort of major muscle tear. Prescribe muscle relaxants, hoping it will help better than being told. I don't know what it is. Just take Tylenol. Oof. Prayers, my brother. Super Rush a girl? I'm saying brother anyway. Far more rewarding than money. Every day we shuffling. Support your supporters. Giving back is what I love. Joey Swole. Love this man. Such a good bro. Such a good bro. Some of the world famous DC official characters such as Batman, Superman, the Joker, now available as premium digital collectibles on VeVe Official. Thank you, Savid, for getting that bread for us. Is it just me, or are there some complainers we haven't heard from in 2 years starting to reemerge? Ha! Maybe a little bit of that. There's a new VeVe challenge for anyone that cares. Andrew Garbarino named the new House Homeland Security Committee chair. Interesting. Giveaways have been sent. We're gonna, yeah, I know. I love Lori. I miss her. Whoa. Dude just made a mask for his cat. Oh, his General Grievous mask. Oh, looks so good. Looks so good. So good. I got you. Meow, meow. Does he actually put it on his cat? Oh, he's gonna put it on his cat. Oh, that's so, bro, that looks so freaking cool. Oh my God, that's so epic. Oh, bro, that looks so good. Just showed my stream. This is epic. Everything is awesome when you're part of a team. Hi, Connor. Meow, 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 meow. What's up, Connor? How's it going, fam? Nifty Vicious. Who's ready to enter the church? Picking 5 bill joint early access. I don't know what the ape church is, but I guess they're going hard on ApeCoin. Oh God, I love the cat. The cat's my best performing thing the last like couple months. I don't need to really go on deck screener. I can just go back on the what I thoroughly enjoy about them is that there's over $500,000 in liquidity. Oh, I love this game. VeVe fam. Oh. Craig McClure has got a $300,000 vault for his comics. I never check my vault. What's my vault at? I'll go to my collection. My comic book vault is about 1% of his, $3,700. My collectibles vault, arguably a little bit higher, but that 25K is misleading. I could probably get that just for my logo, my number 41, and then have another 20K and other stuff. And again, the Todd McFarlane one, I think that's worth a lot as well. Oh God, my back hurts so bad. Andrew Forte says more institutions are looking to buy NFTs. GameSquare announced an NFT treasury. Oh, that's dope. It will start with 10 million, and their intention is to get 6 to 10% return. Oh, bro, we can get them so much more. So it could get very stupid very soon in a good way. GameSquare says, part of the expanded program, the board has approved a new NFT yield strategy with initial 10 million allocation. The updated treasury framework enables the company to actively deploy capital into high-quality Ethereum-based assets and generate sustainable stablecoin yields targeting a 6 to 10% return. Institutions are going to be buying the NFTs. Bitwise has an NFT fund that performs better than the S&P 500. They're holding NFT holdings, CryptoPunks, Pudgy Penguins, Bored Apes, Squiggle, Lil Pudgies, Mutant Apes, Milady, Azuki, Doodles. Yeah, go insane. They'll go insane, bro. Anyway, Nancy Mace, love her. Hold the line. Dr. Stuff's eating dinners. 4-year-old son out of nowhere. Dad, everyone knows John Cena, even little kids. Okay. Kids are hilarious sometimes. Oh, hey, look at daCat, number one on Memezilla again. Cat's looking pretty good. Just saying. Dude, Bill Gardner with his new Rifters, new Eon Rifters. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Get it. Tariffs won't hurt us. They help local growers. Some attendees. Pull up legends. Bernie to Trump. Release the Epstein files. Yeah. Tell him, Bernie. Tell everyone. Release the Epstein files. I agree with Bernie Sanders on something for once. Oh God. There's so many messages. I just opened up Telegram. Okay, there's not that many. Okay, there's still much, but not as many as you would think. Bro, DB Crypto is getting that bread. Bro, DB Crypto is getting that bread. Shout out to DB Crypto. We love him. Ladies on Solana. There has not been a buy from there in a while. Might buy soon. I don't know. Sorry. Been streaming the last 3 hours, or I would have. Okay, Mr. Heine is at the gym. We'll be done in about 30 minutes or so. Was going to ask someone to come on and talk about the $2 million market cap. Give him some of those eyes. Hey, Randy, would love to have been working right now. How long is streaming for? Next day or two, catch up on the comic. I've noticed I haven't sent them yet. Fudge, am I going to have time on? Shout out to Sweatcoin. They're going to be on the podcast on Wednesday. All right, I think I can. Oh, shoot. I can't do the silver server. I might be able to do the silver server drop on Wednesday, but I have to go right to the Sweatcoin guy at 12. Fudge. Okay, I can on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Question mark. Maybe that's what I can do. Oh man, this would be such a crazy. Okay, what do I have tomorrow? Pokemon presents tomorrow at 9. I have a meeting at 1, 4, stream at OMI Homie at 8. To send a buddy my okay. We got stuff going on. I'm signing off now, but we can stream soon. Yeah, all right, let's go to the Heine coin real quick, just because nobody else is going to come on. So I'm going to take a look at them. Yeah, brother. $2 million market cap for Heine coin. Remember when they were at like, and there's only 358 holders. That is very, very low. That is very, very low. Federal Housing Director Holte says Fed Chair Jerome Powell resignation speech is coming soon. Good. Heck this man. Boo this man. Everybody boo this man. Boo. Who messaged me? Okay. Meow. Always been a legend. Oh, why thank you. Thanks, fam. Thanks for calling me a legend. I love it. Appreciate it. All right, it's been 2.5 hours. I'm going to bounce. I have stuff to do. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say goodbye. I love you. All right, bye, guys. Oh, gosh.